Hello. Today we're talking about the Queen's Jubilee. You've got to stay tuned. Well, hello, it's Heidi and I am super excited today because we're talking about the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Yes, we are going to talk about the significance of this on a world history level, and I want to give you a few highlights from the Central Weekend coming up very soon, June 2nd through the 5th. Okay, so first things first, well, if you're a friend of this channel, well, thank you very much. And if you're not, please hit that subscribe button. We're having a lot of fun here, and join our community and let me know what you want to know about. But today, thank you for indulging me, because you know that I'm an American. I live in the United States, but I'm half British. My mother was a very proud British subject. I miss her every day, and God rest her soul. I spent so much time growing up in England, and I still do. I love it very much, and I'm especially excited about this Platinum Jubilee. So a platinum, you say, but Heidi, wait a minute, what's a Jubilee? Well, a Jubilee is a milestone celebration. The Queen has already celebrated 4 Jubilees to celebrate milestone years of service. She celebrated her 25th, her 50th, 60 and 65 years of service to the people of the United Kingdom, the realms, and the Commonwealth. 70 years. Yes, she was a young 25-year-old when she was crowned in 1952. Her coronation, Queen Elizabeth's coronation, took place in Westminster Abbey, as they have crowned all British monarchs since 1066. That gives you a feeling for the significance, the weight of this history, the gravitas of the history, the tradition that goes into this. So 1952 to 2022, we're talking 70 years. And in the Queen's 70 years of service, she's met with 14 prime ministers and 13 U.S. presidents. What an incredible 70 years of service. So let me just give you a few highlights now. There's celebrations throughout this entire year. Myriad celebrations, wide-ranging celebrations, but there is one central weekend, and that is called the Central Weekend for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, and this takes place June 2nd through the 5th. So there are many things happening this week. I would just like to highlight, to bring to your attention just a few, so you'll be sure to catch it however you can. The BBC will be broadcasting this, but however you can watch this, stream this wherever you live in the world, because this is of world significance. Because 70 years on the throne, do you know that makes Queen Elizabeth, as I'm filming this today, she is the 3rd longest reigning monarch in world history. World history. Yes, in 2015, Queen Elizabeth surpassed the other longest reigning British monarch, which was her great-great-grandmother, Queen Victoria. Now she is the 3rd longest reigning. She just surpassed Johann II of Liechtenstein. So only serving longer by just about a month after the Central Weekend is a former king of Thailand. Let's hope she surpasses that. And coming in, the only longest reigning monarch, the only other monarch to surpass Queen Elizabeth, if she surpasses the former king of Thailand, is Louis XIV, the King of France. Yes, the Sun King Versailles. And if you're a friend of this channel, please subscribe. You know how much I love him. I'm crazy about him because he gave so much to modern etiquette. Let's hope that Queen Elizabeth surpasses Louis XIV's 72 years. Okay, so Central Weekend, June 2nd through the 5th. Let's talk about what's happening. Okay, here are a few things that are happening. On June 2nd is something I personally love. It is called Trooping the Color. Let me say it again. Trooping the Color. Singular. Okay, well, what is that? You say, well, this is a military parade that goes all the way down the mall, and it culminates in front of Buckingham Palace. It is a spectacle to behold. It's a goosebumps moment. I'm so lucky that I have witnessed this in person. But here's a little history about Trooping the Color. This has been going on for 260 years. It's a tradition. The Trooping the Color happens every year to celebrate the reigning monarch's official birthday. 260 years and running. That's incredible. Okay, so what is it? Well, in this military parade, there are over 1,400 soldiers trooping or marching. There will be over 240 horses, over 400 musicians. It is incredible. And as they culminate, as they come down the mall to Buckingham Palace, the working members of the royal family will be on the balcony to greet them and to wave, and we'll all be waiting to watch that as well. So it's also very exciting. But you say, Heidi, Trooping the Color. I've heard them say Trooping of the Colors, the colors. No, it is called Trooping the Color. And this will make sense to you when I tell you what this means in history. Okay, so color. A color is the flag, the flags that were on the very tall poles when the soldiers were marching into battle. Long before modern communication, they would communicate by color, by these flags. And each regiment, each unit had its own color. They had their own flag. And when they would be marching or trooping into battle, or they would just be trooping, they needed to know where to go. They needed to be with their units. So they would look for their color, their flag on the long pole. So what would happen they would see their color, and they would all fall in behind, and behind each regiment, behind the units would be young officers to separate them, and then so everyone can find them. So a color is the flag, yes, and trooping, they're marching. So Trooping the Color, and you're going to wow your friends with, how to properly say that. It is spectacular. Don't miss it. Okay, so the next day on June the 3rd is going to be a beautiful service. It's going to be a service of Thanksgiving at St. Paul's Cathedral. Yes, St. Paul's is only the second largest cathedral in England. It's beautiful, second only to the Liverpool Cathedral. Okay, the next day on June the 4th, big day, June the 4th. Okay, June the 4th starts 2 exciting days of horse racing at Epsom Downs. And that evening, okay, mark your calendars, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime concert. This is Platinum Party at the Palace. Oh yeah. This is going to be something, you guys. This is going to be 2.5 hours, an extravaganza, 3 stages to celebrate all the cultural things that have happened, the arts, literature, music, sports, you name it, all these cultural things that have happened during the Queen's 70 years of service. It's going to be incredible. And these 3 stages will be linked with walkways, and 70 columns will link these 3 stages, each to represent 1 year of the Queen's service. So this is going to be something else. You can check with the BBC. The lineup of stars is unreal from all these different cultural genres. It is going to be really incredible. I can tell you there will be Sir Elton John, Sir Rod Stewart, oh my gosh, Duran Duran, you name it, they're going to be there. Alicia Keys, the list goes on and on. Andrea Bocelli, Stephen Fry, David Beckham, Dame Julie Andrews. It's just going to be so many stars over a 2.5 hour incredible. Check the BBC to see the full lineup. I can tell you this, it's going to be opened by, okay, drum roll please, opened by Queen plus Adam Lambert. Ha ha. Okay, you remember Brian May on the roof of Buckingham Palace playing the guitar, God Save the Queen, the last Jubilee. Okay, well the 50th Jubilee. Okay, well, get ready folks, because they're opening and Brian May says he has something really, oh my gosh, how can you top that, right? Okay, and this incredible extravaganza is going to be closed with Diana Ross. Okay, so mark your calendars. This is going to be something else. All right, and so then on the next day, on June the 5th, is going to be something called the Big Jubilee Lunch. And this has sort of become sort of a tradition that we're neighborhoods, streets, communities, everyone comes out together, line your streets with tables, and all get together with your neighbors and your family and your friends and celebrate this extraordinary moment in time. This is an extraordinary historical moment, and have fun celebrating it. I hope you're going to have some fun, and wow, can you wait? I don't know. This is history, folks. This is history. So this is exciting, and thank you for watching. As I always say, everyone, please be kind, and here's to the Queen.